Tonight, from Las Vegas, Nevada, it's Super Bowl Sunday.
And off we go from Las Vegas. Taken at the goal line. And he's only going to get this to the 4-yard line.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
Mahomes not wasting time. He'll throw. Man open. That's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And all the way to the 25 before he's hit and dropped. A good pickup there. 21 yards. Now Mahomes on the bootleg. Kelsey, a nice catch. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another first down, this time on a gain of 19. To throw, it's Mahomes. Going across the middle, and Valdez-Scantling has it. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play. Well, only 3 plays in here, but really, Charles, a solid start for this offense, and now we'll see if they can continue their mission to end this drive in 6.
And I wonder if their play caller right now is reflecting on that last big play that they've had on this drive. Do you come back with something similar, or do you have a counter to it to kind of show it and go to something else and create another big play?
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. That is caught inside the 5. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Blake Bell, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Let's make no bones about it. On paper, they're the better team. They're at home. That's a strong opening drive.
And just think how many times we've seen this type of a matchup. Just what you said, better team at home should steamroll them. And we've seen it go the other way. Sometimes, though, they buy into it and understand we are the better team. Let's go out and prove it right now.
Andy Reid never one to shy away from taking chances. He'll go for 2. Mahomes will throw for it. It's caught. And it's 8-0. Opening drive touchdown, and 2-point conversion.
Amazing nowadays for the kickers. I've actually talked with a few of them. They're more concerned about the point after touchdown than actually missing regular field goals. So maybe the coach is taking some pressure off here and just going for 2 and saying, I'm saving you for the big stuff later.
He's hanging out by the net. And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go to work here on offense. And at the helm in his 2nd season, Charles, it's Desmond Ridder.
And there are a lot of quarterbacks who had terrific careers. Think about guys like Phillip Rivers, Randall Cunningham, Dan Fouts, Warren Moon. But they never got to a Super Bowl. Yet here he is in his 2nd NFL season, already getting his chance. I mean, harken back to Dan Marino, another superstar, made it in his 2nd year, lost the game, and never made it back again.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Ridder now. Well, he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. Ridder and the Falcons need an answer, and a big play here on 3rd and long following the sack. They'll set up a throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Ritter. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
Short throw caught by Pitts. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Kadarius Toney deep for KC. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
And his throw is incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Mahomes now to throw. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. That's good for 28 yards. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling bringing in that one from Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs will add to their 1st quarter lead here in this Super Bowl. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. And he's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on a 2-point try. Well, split the difference, and they're right where they would have been with 2 PATs. They got the 2-point conversion the first time. They failed there.
Interesting, isn't it? Because the first time you go after your first score, that feels like a gamble. The second time when they tried it again, that felt like, what the heck, right? Because, as you said, even if you miss it, you split the difference, and you're right on schedule at 14 points.
On 1st down, Ritter. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down, here's Ritter. Going for Kyle Pitts again. He's got him again. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. That brings us to the end of one in Super Bowl 58. Much more to come from Las Vegas after this. Plenty of scoring here already. The NFL on EA Sports continues right after this message. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Ritter on 1st and 10. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Ritter. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they stop him short of the first as he can only get to the 20. So on 4th down, Ritter heads to the sideline. Younghoe Koo gets set for the Atlanta field goal. Koo knocks this one through the post. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So not exactly the response they were hoping for, but they'll take the 3 to at least get them on the score sheet.
Yeah, now's not the time to panic. All is well. Somewhat calm. Only down 14-0. So continue to play your game, take the points when they're there, and put the emphasis on your defense to go out and get you the football back.
Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise, he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. This ball deep for Tony, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And Patrick Mahomes, for all of his artistry and arm angles and what he can do in the short passing game, never forget he's got a cannon as well. He unleashes a big one there, but that time
and that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. From midfield, here's Mahomes. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. Here's 2nd and 10. And again, it's Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up 4th down. Mahomes in the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And this defense will take over right at midfield. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Patterson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3. Ritter will set up to throw it. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Ritter back to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. 2 minutes on the clock in the 2nd quarter of this Super Bowl. A reminder, coming up at intermission, we'll get highlights of this Super Bowl from Jonathan Coachman and the crew in Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. Now a dump-off here complete. Touchdown, Falcons! Cordero Patterson. 28 yards. And the Falcons have cut it back within a score. Now the try here for the point after. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And last time they were stopped on 4th down, had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is, because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down, do they go back to the bench and go, oh, boy, they've got something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense and more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a 4th down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a 4th down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end on a crossing route coming underneath, sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can't he?
Yeah, he can indeed, and pretty well executed there. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
Boy, a call like this, certainly tougher to make in a Super Bowl, but they'll go for it on 4th down. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And this one is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Falcons will take control of the football in great field position. Now Ritter to throw on 1st down. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Looking to throw it here. Ritter. Quick throw, knocked away, and incomplete.
This is what defensive coaches ask of their defenders every single ball game. Get a hand on every throw and coverage. They want the deflections. They want the knockaways. Pick it yourself if you can, but at least knock it down and guarantee it's incomplete.
Quick throw there is incomplete. So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Well, so much for getting separation. No chance there. Locked down tight, forcing the incompletion on that attempt.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
That's laid out deep for Rice. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. One heck of a 3rd down conversion, 33 yards. So we've arrived at halftime here. It's one of the greatest performances of the year usually, but not here. Halftime of the Super Bowl is skipped, and we are on to the second half. These two teams sat through a longer than usual 30-minute wait, but we're back in action here in this Super Bowl. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Here's the 8th overall pick from Texas. It's Bijan Robinson. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Ritter throwing on third down. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped them there, but not to be. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Mahomes to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Mahomes to throw once more. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Chiefs will extend their third quarter lead here in this Super Bowl.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. They'll try and throw for it. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack, and they fail on the try for 2.
Well, they tried to get 2 and ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Here's Ritter. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Ritter to throw it. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air again, it's Ritter. He's got his man, London, right side. And to the 46 he goes and no further, so he is well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Well, as a lineman, they are trained. You've got to stay close to home. If you're more than a yard downfield, they're going to toss that flag, and they did there. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one's on the former Patriot, Joe Tooney. Now here's Mahomes. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play there for KC. 59 yards. Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. So now 3rd and 10. A big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Throwing now is Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there, and they rallied and made the tackle. He's got his target. That's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
He's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 3rd touchdown of the Super Bowl. And the Chiefs are feeling good as they extend their lead in the Super Bowl. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. We are through 3 quarters of play here from Allegiant Stadium in Super Bowl 58. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. And we're back in the Super Bowl. Time to decide who gets to hoist that Lombardi trophy as we begin the fourth and final quarter of action. Ritter's throw taken in by London. Into space at the 45. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Ritter now on second down. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. Still going inside the 20. Touchdown, Falcons. Matt Hollins, 73 yards. And the Falcons are able to cut into that deficit. Here we go now as we get set for a big two-point conversion. Ritter will throw for it. And they're going to get the two. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a one-score game. And that almost makes it a brand-new ballgame. Now it's a one-score affair after they get the two.
And you have to know they were holding their breath on the two-point play because they had to have it to get it within the range that you just talked about. Dialed up their two-point play. It worked. Now they're feeling like they've got a shot at this one.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Another drive coming for KC, and we'll see Marquez Valdez-Scantling once again.
Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, and this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A big play there for KC, 46 yards. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
On play action, it's Mahomes. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Trailing in the fourth, this close of a game, that's a penalty you just can't afford.
It's an absolute killer, and it's one that drives coaches and teammates insane.
Now Mahomes on the bootleg. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 3rd and goal, a big play in this Super Bowl. Here's Pacheco. And this time he is in.
Yes.
Isaiah Pacheco, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl. And that's certainly going to bump up the old win probability index because now it's a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you're taking me into that deep water now. Win probability index. This game's definitely not over. We're not looking at a 0.5% or something. It's just 2 scores. But the way that this team has played, to me, what I've seen, they absolutely deserve to win this game. They've been the better team by far throughout. I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
Yeah, he's able to force his way through one man, but he can muster only about a yard on the play. Second down. Ritter now. Short throw caught by Pitts. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that brings up third and a full 10 yards. What a Super Bowl it's been to this point. Now a critical third down here. Ritter from the gun on third down. He's going to air one out and unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Fourth down, 10 yards to go. Fourth down, big play. Here's Ritter. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And that will force a turnover on downs. On first down, Mahomes. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone and throw into the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete. The Chiefs on third down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run it now with Gray. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They go play fake. Mahomes. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
Well, I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that fourth down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Oh, what a catch by Pitts. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ritter has it knocked down. One of the linebackers has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. Mahomes going to throw it here. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is caught for the touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with a record 4th Super Bowl touchdown tonight. And the Chiefs have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. This has just really been a solid second half from them, CD, as they add another touchdown to the lead and they start to pull away in what was once a close ball game.
Yeah, they actually put the Jets on in this one, didn't they? Put a little cherry on top with that touchdown. Now we just got to play out this final minute, and they'll get a chance to celebrate a very hard-earned victory.
And unable to connect. They don't get the two-point conversion here. So the defense gets the stop. I know it's situation to situation, but who has more pressure there, offense or defense, when they go for two?
I truly believe it's the defense has more pressure because the offense has an entire playbook wide open from the 2-yard line. You can run it, you can throw it. So defensively, I think most teams are going to be aggressive and force the issue and try and bring pressure.
Ritter looking to throw on 1st and 10.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Meanwhile, Ritter's throw into the hands of Pitts here.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. On 3rd and 1, it's Ritter. Able to find the open man. That's complete. Now inside the 25. Drake London. Touchdown, Falcons. Drake London.
66 yards.
And the Falcons have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that cuts this lead down to 13. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
This ball deep for Tony. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And, oh, that would get a wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. 3rd down coming up.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 25 yards that time. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Mahomes' throw taken in by Valdez-Scantling. And he will have a Chiefs first down. And that's the one that should seal the victory.
And the Kansas City Chiefs are the Super Bowl champions. For the victors getting to hoist that Lombardi trophy, you know, we've talked to guys that have done it, and they say there's no better feeling in sports.
I don't know how there can be. The journey to get to this game is incredible. And then to finally break through and win it when all eyes are on this game alone because there's nothing else going on, that's just got to be absolutely amazing. The task, incredible. But the accomplishment, forever.
And they end this year just how everybody wants to end the year, holding the Lombardi Trophy. What a season for them. What a ride it's been for us as well here in the booth. For Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We will see you next season right here on EA Sports.